man, Mula gang. In this video, a hood assassin with more than 22 bodies flew into a city to kill 4 people for $10,000 a piece. This shit crazy on phone now.
38-year-old Antoine Suggs assassinated 4 innocent people in the middle of the night.
God damn. This nigga done killed 4 people, shot 4 people, and got all they dead bodies in the car riding around trying to figure out what he gonna do with it.
Antoine and his father allegedly went on to hide the car with the bodies in it in a cornfield further into Wisconsin.
That brain matter or skull particulates?
Oh, is that brain matter or skull? What the are we watching, man?
These exotic boys, smoking exotic ops. You ain't heard about murder boys, we got exotic glocks. Tied to pull up real fast, with a lot of shots. Bitch, I'm feeling just like Mac, I got a lot of guap.
This unsuspecting man is about to show just how much of a monster he really is. On September 12th, 2021,
and they caught him getting away.
This man, 38-year-old Antoine Suggs, assassinated 4 innocent people in the middle of the night.
God
Our
damn.
small team of investigative reporters has gathered the footage and case details about Antoine and how all 4 murders came to be in order to present the whole story in its entirety.
Okay, first question. Is this like he went in a crib and killed 4 people at one time, or did he go step, and kill 4 different people? Both of them is crazy, I ain't gonna lie, but if you kill one person, get in the car, drive to another location, kill somebody else, get in the car, drive to another location, and do that 2 more times in one night, gang? Yeah, you're wicked, bro. Pause. Listen, I have a mentorship called the Mula membership where I'm going to teach you how to get rich with business, YouTube, crypto, stocks, financial literacy, credit, every single way. Now, I became a millionaire by the time I was 23 years old. I'm going to teach you step by step for only $50. Click the first link in the description right now and get added to my group chat where I'm going to give you one-on-one help to make sure you get rich in 2024. Click it right now. Stop tweaking because we got very limited spots and I don't want you to miss this bag.
For the first time ever. This all started very early in the morning a few days prior on September 8th.
Okay,
Antoine arrived in Minnesota via airplane from his home state of Arizona, and footage shows that nothing seems to be out of the ordinary.
Right.
But that changes very soon. Antoine is picked up by an unknown person and leaves the airport with them.
Okay.
A few days later, on September 11th, late at night, Antoine revisits the airport in a new luxury Mercedes SUV. Later investigations report that this car was recently loaned to Antoine.
Okay.
It is unknown whether or not Antoine is connected to a larger organized crime group. While it's a logical hypothesis considering the value of this luxury car Antoine is now driving.
I ain't gonna lie though, that ain't the nice ass Benz though, my boy. That look like the motherfucker. I don't know. That ain't the goddamn. You feel me? That ain't the striker, oh, bro. That's the.
We have yet to unfold the full story of this case, as it is only just heating up. We don't know why Antoine revisited the airport, but the surveillance footage gives us a glimpse at his passenger, who bears a striking resemblance to one of his future murder victims, Nitosha Lee Flug Presley. If the passenger is indeed Nitosha, then this was one of the last images showing her alive. According to a complaint filed by an anonymous person, a witness said they saw Antoine and Nitosha taking shots together at a bar just hours after he left the airport. Records also show that
this nigga crazy on some evil, wicked. He damn near got on that with Shorty just to get close, you know what I'm saying? Act like they dated and knocked her off? That's crazy.
Nitosha's aunt told investigators that Antoine and Nitosha were romantically involved. Putting all this information together, it's becoming more and more likely that this passenger is indeed Nitosha.
Right.
After a night of drinking, it is believed that Antoine and Nitosha went to a residence in St. Paul, where they spent time with 3 other people who would soon become Antoine's other 3 future murder victims. They were Lois Foreman III, Matthew Pettis, and Jasmine Storm. Just hours later that same night, now the very early morning of September 12th, surveillance footage caught this altercation sometime around 3:30 a.m. in St. Paul, Minnesota.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was like a drive-by or something though.
In this footage, we hear gunshots and then that same Mercedes car speed through the streets.
Oh,
It is clear this is when the murders happened.
Not the murder.
But what Antoine does after this is quite shocking. On the same day around 10 a.m., after driving around for many hours trying to figure out what to do with the dead bodies, Antoine decided that he needed help hiding the bodies.
Did he kill them while they was in the car? Why he need help hiding the bodies?
So he makes plans to meet up with his father.
Bro, this nigga just killed 4 people and he riding around with all their dead bodies and... What the is we watching, gang? This nigga done killed 4 people, shot 4 people, and got all their dead bodies in the car riding around trying to figure out what he gonna do with them. After he flew to the city to catch 4 bodies. After he done already done killed more than 22 people. What the fuck he kill him for? What he kill him for?
56-year-old Darren Osborne at a gas station during the day. Antoine's plan was to have his father follow him into western Wisconsin to a cornfield where they would find an inconspicuous place to dump the car with the bodies in it. Osborne later told officers that he had no idea at this point there were bodies in Antoine's car.
Right.
On the way to meet with his father, Antoine stops at a different gas station than the one planned for the meetup spot. In this disturbing surveillance footage that shows this particular stop, you can even see one of the deceased victims in the passenger seat, limp and showing no signs of life. And while those bodies are in the car, Antoine is inside the gas station, paying for his gas just like it's another normal day. Antoine continued traveling to the meetup spot, moving from St. Paul, Minnesota to Dunn County, Wisconsin. This time, stopping at the originally planned gas station. We see him and his father convene at the gas station and they speak a bit before driving away. It is presumed Antoine had now moved the body out of the front passenger seat, considering his father would have clearly noticed a deceased human being sitting in the car. That is, Antoine's father is telling the truth. Again, at this point, according to the father, he did not know what Antoine was up to.
And the car, so he pulled up so smooth, you can't even really see up in there. You feel me? Because he got tinted windows. The only reason you can see the bodies in the other clip is because of his front windshield ain't tinted. He pulled up perfectly next to his dad's car, so you can't even really see in that car, so you don't know if bro lying or not.
However, it is reported that Antoine allegedly confessed to his father soon after the meetup that he had snapped and shot the victims. At this point, it's becoming more and more difficult for Antoine's father to deny his involvement with this situation.
Hell yeah!
Antoine and his father allegedly went on to hide the car with the bodies in it in a cornfield further into Wisconsin. It is reported that a local anonymous farmer found the abandoned Mercedes in a cornfield in Dunn County, Wisconsin. He very quickly...
Why make that long ass drive if you just gonna keep the bodies in the car the whole time, man? Like, I ain't, like, you feel me? I ain't know, you know? But I'm just saying, gang, like, usually, in the movies, they usually bury the body, or burn the body, or, you feel me? Put that bitch in a lake or something. You gonna keep the What the was the point of driving all the way out there? You could've just...
reported it to the police. At this time, no one knew of Antoine's or his father's involvement. However, we do have body cam footage that details some of the officers' experiences investigating the car in the cornfield with the deceased victims in it. What they find is extremely brutal.
That's where we're gonna go in right here.
And they just drove in a cornfield and left the car there. And it's 4 bodies in the car right now. This nigga done left the car in a cornfield.
Yeah, we can do it.
They can't even show
this shit. We did open the back door.
It's 4 bodies in there.
Do we know if that one in the back on the far right is male or female?
Do you know? The one on the far back? The behind the driver? I thought it was a female.
So they were stiff when you moved them?
Yes.
What is that?
I opened that door. I basically went like this, and it was just, you know, hard, stiff, rigor, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, the male, we didn't check anything on him. I thought there was like a hole. Looks like there might be blood pooling in his ear, or I thought maybe that was an entry or exit wound. I'm not sure. Thank you, guys.
Yep. What the fuck? Look in the right back passenger seat. Bunch of blood on the shoe.
Yeah, it's pooled, yeah. Definite bullet wound to the right side of the face.
God
right side
damn!
of the ear. On him, on the male.
These officers are taking careful note of entry and exit wound details for a very important reason. This detail alone is extremely helpful in determining if the murders were committed with intent or in self-defense.
Right.
I mean, that looks like an entrance wound right there.
It didn't look like an exit wound.
I ain't gonna lie. How the do y'all do this shit for a living? And then go home to y'all wives like everything just peaches and cream. I can't do it, gang. Listen, man. I don't even like seeing blood, nigga. I done been through some shit in my life. You hear me? So when I see a little drip of blood on my motherfucking finger, I don't like it, folks. So I don't know how the y'all just look at dead bodies and pick up dead bodies and investigate dead bodies off the day. I mean, thank you. You hear me? Because somebody got to do it, but it won't be Macca.
I'm guessing she got shot in the body, though. Yeah, there's blood on her left arm and on her right, and it's old.
I don't see blood all in the car, too. Like, what the fuck? This is fucked up, bro.
Oh, what's in the pocket, Dan?
There? Dried blood. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's dripping right now.
The blood's still dripping, bro?
And shot into the head. Right, yep. There's the exit wound over here. See on the front seat?
Yeah.
Right below, right where the shoulder rest is, that white stuff, is that brain matter or skull particulates?
Oh, is that brain matter or skull? What the are we watching, man? This is up. I'm trying to figure out why did he kill? What you mean you snapped? So you...
Because she wearing her seatbelt still?
No,
I couldn't tell if it was just behind her. Behind her.
Just probably so that it wouldn't, because the weight's in there, so it'd be...
I want to know where the gunshot wound is on this other gal. How do you have exit wounds and there's no damage in the vehicle? Well then, but also if it's a headshot, wouldn't she have splatter? I mean, you got splatter on him, but it's just weird.
Right.
Well, his is coming from his nose. You know, that's just draining from the nose from the brain.
So he couldn't have killed him in the car, because if you, like he said, if it goes in, like if it goes in your hand and out your hand, that means it has to hit something. So it would have hit the car, the glass, the interior would have had fragments in there or something, like, you know. So I don't know, so I don't know what the can happen.
Alright, well.
I know this up though.
Well, let's just get out of here, I guess. We'll go talk to Kyle.
During later investigations, Antoine's Arizona ID card was found on the floor of the car, covered in blood. This pointed the officers directly to him and later his father as well, as more information was discovered after they reviewed the previously shown surveillance footage.
You killed 4 people, rolled around, and you ain't even have enough motherfucking brains to check the car and see if you left something, nigga? You got your fingerprints on? Did you even clean the car? You got fingerprints in there, DNA. You done had the car 4-5 days. You didn't even think to put them in a different car. Like, gang, it's so much others. Like, you just a goofy. And you bogus as hell. Because it don't even sound like you had no reason to really kill these people, gang. Did somebody pay you or something? Is these people involved in the... It's a million questions, gang. I want to know what the good reason did you have to do... Come on, gang.
Officers arrested Antoine's father first, and then charged Antoine with 4 counts of hiding a corpse. Antoine, now back in Arizona, turned himself in to the Arizona authorities.
Right.
Antoine would now be brought back to St. Paul, Minnesota, the city where he committed the murders.
Yeah.
This is where his dramatic legal trial would take place. Over the course of the next few days of Antoine's trial, he claimed, incredulously, that he acted in self-defense in the killing and transporting of the 4 victims, which the prosecutors stated that they find improbable.
Hell yeah.
Antoine has had a lengthy history of breaking the law, including multiple instances of unlawful possession of a firearm, possession of marijuana in a vehicle, driving with a suspended license, and much more. Even though Antoine had never racked up any charges nearly as serious as murder, this made it quite clear that Antoine is no stranger to criminal activity.
Right.
During the trial, Antoine never gave any reason other than self-defense. He said the 4 victims were attempting to rob him, claiming he was the victim in this situation. However, going back to what the police learned about the entry and exit wounds of the bullets in the bodies, it's obvious this is definitely not a case of self-defense. Even though no one believed Antoine's excuse, he still gave no other reason as to why he did this.
That nigga look crazy. I just want to point it out. I'm looking at that nigga eyes right now, the face he making. He look like Caesar off Planet of the Apes, man. That nigga look crazy, man. Whatever he saying, he lying, and whatever y'all said he did. On bro,
so
he crazy.
We may never know his true motive behind murdering the 4 innocent victims. The jurors, after 6 hours of deliberation, decided that Antoine was found guilty on all 4 counts of second-degree intentional murder and was sentenced to 103 years in prison. His father, Darren Osborne, was charged with 1 count of aiding an offender. After pleading guilty, he was sentenced to 5 years in prison. These are the jury verdicts that show Antoine being found guilty on all 4 counts of murder.
That's crazy.
Judge Japal Harris, the judge who sentenced Antoine, told him this: "Each one of these individuals deserves that you serve time for each one of them." What do you believe could have possibly been Antoine's motive for killing these 4 innocent people? Let us know what you think.
Yeah, let me know what y'all think, for y'all heard what y'all see what I heard. You feel what I'm saying? When somebody sent me this video, I didn't know what happened or what was going on, but I heard something through the grapevine of Minnesota, the streets, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how true it is. I'm just letting you know what the motherfucker told me. You feel me? I ain't no news reporter. So listen, folks, I'm just telling the story. But on Bro Gray, nigga, I heard it went the fuck down. I heard it was over some shit. Somebody paid him to come in and kill all 4 of them, you know what I'm saying? They had something to do with some other deeper shit. I don't know, folks. I don't know, because the way it went down, it don't seem like he was a professional. Like they, you know, like, gang, you did a lot of dumbass shit. It ain't like you feel me? I don't know. For what y'all think, though?